the chap literally just dropped. I mean, an hour, it's an early translation, right? An hour ago it dropped. So we're reading this really early. And but let's just quickly comment on this, right? Because I don't really pay attention to all these covers and stuff, but I do love the artwork. Like when it looks like this, like a glass panel. What do you call it? Something like that, right? It looks cool. Yo! I love this. I love this. Now this is what I'm talking about. Rocks petting a tiger. You got Big Mom munching out. Yo. Yo, you see all the everyone. You see everyone here. Shout out Whitebeard, man. Shiki. Kaido looking like a badass. Now, I mean, it's cool. It's cool. I like this. I like this. Makes me happy. RIP Rocks, man. And we go right into the chat, baby. 14 years ago, Gyaban's house, realm of the sun Elbaf. Okay, so we're still like in flashbacks. It's flashback after flashback after flashback. Yo, okay. Just before the fateful massacre, they say, what? Captain Roger has a son? Huh? That's Shanks, right? Shanks finding out Rogers has a son. He's finding out about Ace. Wow. So this was before Roger's execution. Okay. Seems like it. Garb, so Gyaban's talking to Shanks. Okay, I like where this is headed. Garb told me about him the last time we crossed paths. The kid done well to stay out of the Navy's clutches. So, okay, a couple people know about Garb's son, or I mean, Roger's son at this point, right? It's Gyaban, it's Garb, it's Roger. Well, Roger. Okay, I meant to say Shanks. The chapter's called "I Have to Die Now." Now, I didn't see it earlier, right? I didn't see it like a chapter cover or whatever. Maybe I missed it. I don't know. But it's early translation, right? So, Shanks goes, "Wow! So basically, I have a little brother out there." Wow, nah, and he's so happy. He's literally so happy. That hurts, bro. Because Shanks pulled up. Shanks stopped Kaido, right? He didn't even pull up to Marineford. Imagine if Whitebeard pulled up with Shanks, bro. I mean, Ace would still be here, and that would... Okay, whatever. True, you and Buggy were always like our sons. And that's Gyaban sitting just chilling. Who knows, with Captain Roger's blood flowing through him, the kid might just become the pirate king of this new era. I mean, that's so cool. You know, the title's not hereditary, right? Besides, most burdened with high expectations fail to reach the top. I like Gyaban, man. I like Gyaban's character. He's cool. I mean, I love just the insight he's providing. And like, I don't know. I like Gyaban. I'm a big Gyaban guy. Is that so? I think things are the more interesting that way. Wahaha! So they're in Elbaf. Meanwhile, Oust Castle Elbaf. Doga ha ha ha. Wow, it's Loki. It's Prince Loki. He's returned. So Loki, is that how he laughs? Doga ga ga ga. Do ha ha. Doga ha ha. Yo, stop, bro. I need to stop. Stop me, man. Elder Yarul has just arrived. Okay, so at this point, we're gonna witness the massacre. We're the King Harold execution massacre, or not massacre. Well, I guess Harold massacres a bunch of like ancient giants, right? Like he's about to do all that. And they're scared of Loki, right? They're scared of Loki. Loki's about to save this country, bro. Okay, there's a lot of discussion, by the way. I don't know what's about to happen, but a lot of people are like kind of discussing whether Loki's strong enough to beat Harold, whether Loki and Yarul together are not going to be enough, this and that. Like, who pulls up? Does Shanks pull up? But the fact that this is at the same time is kind of crazy. So Shanks is with Gyaban, right? And so Shanks and Gyaban are both for sure going to the castle. And I'm guessing, look, here's what I'm guessing, right? I still haven't read it. Literally, chat just came out. But I'm guessing that Gyaban fights the God's Knight. What's his name? The Thorns guy. The one we don't like. The one no one likes, right? The one that slapped the one that slapped Braylee's girl, bro. Shaggy. I'm not even brain fart. We'll see him. I'm sure we'll see him because they've had to have fight, right? We didn't see them fight in God's. Okay, let's just keep going with the chat, baby. Foyer of the audience chamber. Okay. Your Majesty and Harold. Oh no. Why did he do that? He was just chaining you as you ordered. Dang. So they were trying to chain Harold and he just clipped them. Why did I cut down that soldier? What am I? My body, it's moving on its own. So he's thinking this. It is because of those orders. It's simply forced. I'm simply forced to snuff out anyone in my way. Mobilize the entire nation and form a grand army of warriors. So that was Emu's order. So he had to follow it. And so it's going to be a lot of dialogue, apparently, of Harold talking to himself, at least thinking, right? Because he can't speak, kind of like rocks. He can't speak, but he's thinking these thoughts, but he doesn't. I'm guessing he doesn't possess the voice of all things, so he can't really speak it. I mean, he doesn't have anyone to speak it to, right? I guess, to be fair. Could it we'll see when Loki gets here. Could it be, by the way, this is one of my first chat reactions without, never mind, without being on the, could it really be impossible to disobey? Is it messing with my thoughts too? And then you see the mark. Is the mark on his head? Will this last forever? Then the country will suffer as long as I live. This body of mine is a walking hazard. It'll be for nothing. It'll all be for nothing. The last 144 years of my life. Dang, he's having flashbacks. He's just like, dude, I just screwed up bad. I have to die now. You mean kill me now? Wait. Oh, he's telling, okay, so he can't speak. He does have freedom of speech. That's what I was curious about. You men, kill me now. So he's giving them a direct order to kill their king. Kill him. Like he said, clip me right here, right now, bro. As if I'd ever betray Elbaf. As if I'd ever let Elbaf be enslaved. Hurry before I'm completely taken over. And he just slashing. He's just starting to clip him. Your Majesty, what are you saying? Old man, I'm So Loki, this is Loki walking in on this madness. Wow. What the hell are you doing, Harold? It can't be. I really am immortal. So they're stabbing him. You see literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people stabbing through his body. And he's immortal. I'm regenerating. Stop this. All of you run. Wow. How am I supposed to die now? Someone help me. And that's when Loki and Yarul get there. So Yarul gets there with Loki. And they're both making an expression like, what is going on? They're both freaking, I mean, imagine Harold's your king. Imagine you have this amazing king. This king everybody loves. And is literally looking for peace and doing everything in his possibility to get to peace and change Elbaf and do all this. And you walk into, and that's your pops, right? For Loki, that's his pops. You walk into this room and this man's getting stabbed by an entire freaking army. His entire army has a blade through him. And this man just swings his sword and wipes them all out probably. And he regenerates. Like, what are you supposed to even think? I mean, I'm sure Loki and Yarul are just like baffled, you know? I'll cut to the chase. Harold and I, we're both bound by the most shallow pact of the Holy Land to serve the individual they call the Great One. Wow. So he's telling Yaban this. This is just a shallow sea covenant contract, mind you. But even then, when we're in range, we can't defy their orders. That's a curious power. Yeah, it meant we could only talk more plainly when we were away from the Holy Land. I knew it. You're from... Okay, so they could... So if they're not in range of Emu can't hear them, is basically what it's kind of saying. Huh. I knew it. You're from the Red Hair Pirates, aren't you? Harold would probably be happy to join the Knights of God if it helped Elbaf's membership bid, but if he agrees, he'd have to enter into a deeper covenant. Is that a problem? Hey, you see Gibbon's child and his girl. What's his girl's name? I forgot. She bad though. She bad. I mean, the covenant of a full knight blesses them with inhuman strength and immortality. They're also granted the ability to travel very vast distances by means of an abyss pentagram. So Shanks is basically spilling all the tea. I mean, he definitely just pulled off a heist. He just spied on them and literally learned a lot of them. That's crazy. Shanks, shout out Shanks, man. In exchange, the Great One's voice can reach them anywhere. So disobedience becomes totally impossible, even if you're far away. Harold would be fully under their thumb if he enters into a deeper covenant. Those guys have a boundless appetite for greed. I can't see them just honoring their word. And then Gabon's thinking it over. I really don't think Harold should join. And as they say this, they feel the hockey. Now, whose hockey is that? Is that Harold's? Is that Emu's? Is that Godlight's? Is that... Who's is that? Loki? Yarul? Is Yarul just top one in the verse? Knock it off, old man. Okay, so it's Loki clashing with Harold, right? What the hell is going on here? How are you even breathing after all those stab wounds? Why are you trying to kill us? And where's all this strength coming from? So I'm guessing Loki already knows how strong Harold is, and he knows that he's stronger, right? Because when you enter the deeper covenant, you get stronger along with the immortality. What happened to you, Harold? Come back to your senses. Yarul's like yelling at him, and he's unsheathing his sword. All guards report to the throne room now. He's gone mad. The king. We have to stop him. Did a fight break out? I bet Loki's up to no good again. Hurry. We must aid our king. Explain yourself, Harold. What happened? And he's taking on Loki and Yarul at the same time. Elder Yarul, what I've done is unforgivable. And Yarul's questioning it, like, what are you talking about? My sanity is slipping beyond my control. Please listen to me, Loki. Oh, what's he gonna tell him? Tell the people of Albaf what happened. Tell them about the guards I slayed. Let it be known that I've repeatedly stained my hands trying to make Albaf a member nation. Wow. And Loki doesn't listen to Harold's dying wish, basically. He's like, nah, I'm not you're Harold. You're Harold. I'm taking the blow for that. Spread the word about how I was tricked and ended up in this miserable state. They wanted me to enslave our people as warriors for the government. What do you mean you were tricked? They never intended to honor terms from the very start. My king? So Loki's like, Loki and Yarul are just questioning him, right? They're talking, they're trying to have this conversation while they're fighting. Elder Yarul, Loki must be the one to eat Elbaf's secret treasure. Please see to it. Please do it now. I want to know what it is. Please. No one else can beat me with these godly powers. It was never my dream to see Elbaf subjugated by the government. Ugh, I'm the worst king in the history of Albaf. And so they have him on his back. They have him on his back, and Loki and Yarul are in front of him standing, and Yarul has the hammer. I don't know if that's I don't know if that's just any hammer. I really don't know. I haven't paid enough attention to it, but so they're telling him, eat the fruit. Loki, eat the fruit and finish me. You must kill me and take the throne, Loki. Let Albaf know what a disgrace of a king I was. Kill me and elevate yourself as a hero. And Loki doesn't listen to this. I love Loki as a character, bro. I love it. I love it. I don't care how I'm remembered. It's not important. The only thing that matters is securing Elbaf's future. Don't you see? You'd go that far? I'm counting on you, Loki. You're the only one who can make things right. Dang. So Harold's literally crying, bro. He's like, bro, you got to become the hero. You take over. And the thing is, Loki doesn't listen. He lets Harold still be known as a beautiful king, as an amazing king, as all of this, right? And Loki's like, nah, I don't care about that. Nah, what? What is going on? And then Harold gets back up and he swings again. He's knocking more people out. He's doing his thing, man. There's a criminal roaming the castle, sire. Seal the chamber's door right away, your majesty. What have you done? You're not the King Harold I knew. And he gets stabbed right through the neck. Indeed, that Harold is gone. I am now the Great One's vessel. Crack, crack. Oh, did I miss it? Okay, yeah. So in the very last panel, it looks like Harold is like he blacks out almost. And then Emu kind of takes control. That's why he says, indeed, that Harold is gone. I am now the Great One's vessel. And then he cracks his neck. What does he do? It says, crack, crack. None of you will be allowed to escape. The truth of what happened here will die with you. But we know Loki and Yarul stays, so that's kind of crazy. Everybody run. And he just stomps his head out. That's crazy. I shall deliver this country into the hands of Lord Emu. Wait, what? So who took over him? Did his mind just shut out the good Harold and now I don't know what, I'm kind of confused a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, but I assume some type of his sanity went away, and this is a Harold, but it's kind of it's not Emu taking control of Harold. It's more either someone or his mind just blacked out and something else is in control, but it's not Emu necessarily. But remember, this is an early translation, so it could be wrong. Loki, hurry! Damn it, why do I have to eat this devil fruit? Does he grab it? Is he holding it? Doesn't that, or he's running towards it, it looks like. Doesn't that mean giving up the ability to ever swim? And why is the old man suddenly acting like he has a totally different personality? You won't be eating, Loki. That fruit is mine. You just told me to eat it, remember? You can't eat it, Harold. It would be the end of the world. I don't know who's yelling. I think Yarul. Hurry, Loki. No matter what happens, we can't let him lay his hands on it. So the fruit is literally strong enough that if Yarul is making sense, like this is not Harold, right? Whoever this is not Harold, and if they eat that fruit, it's over. So Yarul knows what the fruit is. Okay, and then Harold turns. So it looks like Yarul stabbed Harold through the chest, right? And then Harold turns around and stabs a sword into Harold's head, trying to slice him down, right? But then his helmet's so strong, that's why he has a sword stuck through his head. That's crazy. So this is the moment. Elder Yarul, I'm afraid I must return. The legendary sword you gave me long ago. I need to eat that fruit and take up Ragnar. I won't let you. So it's kind of like a race, right? It's kind of like a race. Loki needs to eat this fruit, and I'm sure he does. And then Shanks and Gyaban show up. Let's go. Dang. Gyaban, is that you? Wow, Yarul, what happened to you? Don't worry, my helmet saved me. So Yarul knows what happened. See, people thought he was a memory loss. People thought this and that. He knows what happened. He probably just respected. It's the same as Shanks, right? Because Shanks being here confirms that Loki, maybe he did end up fighting Shanks and got caught or whatever, but it confirms that Shanks let Loki, and Loki is probably the one that won. Because the only way, but what I'm saying, let me tell you what I'm saying. Loki, the fact that Shanks lets Loki take the blame for the massacre and for the Harold thing and for all of that means it was probably Loki's. It was all Loki. Loki wanted it, and Shanks just respected his wishes, because there's no other way I could see Shanks just being like, yeah, no, Loki did it. Loki did it. That's fine. Like, you know, there's no way. And Gyaban too. Gyaban, I read that. Yarul, what happened to me? Don't worry, my helmet saved me. Please stop Harold. You can't let him catch Loki. And then no matter how you slice it, we've landed ourselves in a real pinch. Harold, open your eyes. Look at what you're doing. Hey, Shanks, this immortality thing isn't half bad. I truly feel superior now. And then Shanks goes, damn it. Is there really no way to free him from having to follow these orders? And then, so Loki unlocks the chain. He's huffing and puffing. He goes to the treasure chest. This is... clink, clink. The forbidden devil fruit passed down within Elbaf. What fruit is it? Wait, what? Okay, so... Okay, listen. Where is the panel where he told him to grab the hammer? Did we pass it? Damn it, man. I know he said something like get the hammer, basically. But I'm trying to look for the name of that hammer because I don't know what name it was. It said you must take up. Where does he tell him to eat it? Am I tweaking? Okay, that's the start of the chat. Loki comes in, right? They clash. Sorry guys, I'm looking for this, but there's a name to that hammer. Whatever. So here's where he's telling him to eat the Elbaf secret treasure. I know Loki's the one that says it, I'm pretty sure. No, maybe it's Harold that says it. Okay, I can't find it, truly. So that's kind of sucks, but whatever. Oh, take up Ragnar. So Ragnar, that's what it's called. It's called Ragnar. So it looks like Loki opened the throne room, right? Or the chest room, treasure room, try to open the devil fruit, and then Ragnar, right? It's called Ragnar or something like that. So then Ragnar comes flying and hits him. And he goes, what is this thing? And it goes, grr, 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 whatever that noise is. And see, that's what I was wondering, because Ragnar, I wasn't sure if he already had possession of it, or if this was a different hammer. And by the looks of it, he was holding the hammer while that Ragnar hits him. So for whatever reason, the secret devil fruit, by the way, the chapter ended there. I'm pissed. It's a chapter, and no break week, it looks like. So hopefully next week we can figure out what this devil fruit is. But I'm pissed that we didn't find out now, man. I'm kind of pissed because, I mean, it could be anything. I mean, people, right? People think it's the the Nika fruit, whether it is or not. I mean, because this could very well be the Nika fruit, and then stuff happens, or this could. But I genuinely think it's a different fruit. I think Loki eats this fruit, and I don't know what it could be. I don't know what in the world this fruit could be. But the fact that Harold is so scared that Harold cannot get this devil fruit, and the fact that Harold hasn't ate it yet either, is kind of crazy. And I mean, we'll see what happens next week. But geez, man. So I'm thinking that Ragnar is kind of protecting, right, the chest. So Ragnar comes flying in and hits Loki, or Loki dodges it, whatever. I don't really know what happened, but okay. So look at the panel again. Ragnar is right next to the chest, and then when Loki goes up to it, he says, "The forbidden devil fruit passed down within Elbaf," and then it starts shaking. It starts like buzzing, like it starts like you know, like this is. I almost showed y'all the pen. Yeah, this is the hammer, right? And it starts going, zzz, and then it goes to hit him. So it's kind of protecting the devil fruit. And then we know later on I'm pretty sure he has that hammer. So I think they go hand in hand. So this devil fruit is for sure like a Norse themed devil fruit. I don't know exactly what it could be, whether it's like the Fenrir fruit or like the Ragnarok fruit. I don't know what it could be, but I'm excited for it. I mean, I'm excited for it. I have to wait another week, so that sucks. But Shanks, Gilban being here fighting. Dude, Harold had to fight Shanks, Gilban, Loki, and Yarul. This covenant thing, this making them stronger, is kind of crazy. It makes them a lot stronger, especially if you're already that strong. So the fact that like the Gorosei, right, like Saturn, all of them, the fact that they're not that insane, the fact that they're not that strong, and they go a step above. They're not even in the same covenant as Harold is. But Harold went crazy, right? And same with Rox. Rox, when he got... So, Emu's power, by the way, I mean, I talked about this, the other reaction, right? Emu's power looks like... I consider it like the slave fruit, right? It's either you willingly become my slave. You willingly tell me, hey, you're going to listen to all my orders. You're going to execute all my orders, and you can't say no. But you enter this contract willingly. This is like you choosing to enter this contract with me. You're choosing to become my slave, right? That's part of the slave fruit. And guess what? What else? If you don't want to be my slave, Dami Reversi. Guess what? You gonna be my slave anyway. Slave fruit, bro. Slave fruit. All right. I'm serious. Like that's kind of what I mean. That kind of sounds crazy as a slave fruit, but I mean, it makes sense. Tell me it doesn't, right? Like Emu's saying one way or another, you're my slave. You're following my orders. The only thing I can't explain, right? Because thinking of that quickly, the first thing that comes to mind is Gunko using like the Emu taking over Gunko and using that book, right? Using that book, spawning in crazy stuff, including that guy, you know, like that shoddy or whatever it was. That was cool. So I don't know about that part exactly. I'd have to think it over, but I mean, it's some type of slave fruit, right? Like it's literally, I don't know. Maybe it's part of it. Maybe she awakened it. She awakened it. I don't know. This chap's crazy though. I mean, it's nothing insane, right? We knew a lot of this was happening, but wow, man, just seeing it play out is kind of sad. I'm mad that we didn't finish it, but I'm excited to see what this fruit is. All right, boys. We're gonna end the stream there, or the reaction there. We'll stream eventually if we get enough viewers, guys. Like and subscribe, do all that stuff. Guys, I have 2 kids, right? I have 2 kids, and the reason I'm doing this channel is because one day they're gonna watch One Piece, right? One day when they're older, they're gonna be watching me react to stuff that they, they're just gonna watch it whenever they're older. It's gonna be out already. They already know, like, obviously. I mean, come on. Me and my girl watch One Piece. She's only anime. She read some manga, but we're catching up to it in the anime, and she hasn't caught up. So she hasn't caught up in the manga, whatever. And but my kids obviously know who Luffy is. They know some of it. They watched a little bit of One Piece with me. But one day we'll watch the whole series with them or something. I don't know. That would be kind of cool. But when they're older, they're older. My youngest one's only 2, so 3. But yeah. All right, guys. Appreciate y'all. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that stuff. Let me know your opinions, bro. I want new friends. I want new One Piece friends. I want to talk to y'all. Leave a comment, bro. Let's have a discussion, bro. Tell me what you think this fruit is. I don't know, man. I know people react longer and break it down, all that stuff. My two kids are downstairs, guys. I gotta, I gotta go hang out with them. But yeah, I came straight from work, picked up the kids. I'm like, I gotta react to this chat. So they're chilling with grandma right now. Grandma's downstairs, so it's kind of convenient having my parents live in my house. But yeah, all right. I appreciate y'all, love y'all, and we'll see you next time. Peace.